I'm Rebecca. Welcome back. If you haven't been to this space before, I like to share things about my spiritual awakening journey and the things that are really present with me. And today I want to talk about presence. How can we be more present to receive the messages that are coming through for us? There's a lot of support around us at all times. We are never alone on our journey. But sometimes it's hard to hear the messages that are coming through for us. It's hard to hear them because we are so incredibly distracted these days. This is something that I deal with as well, just like anybody else. And I really want to live an intentional life, and that requires me making conscious choices throughout my day and my week. And as I'm thinking about my day and what the tasks that are on my to-do list and the things that I want to accomplish, like the creative things that I have on my list, and the guidance that is waiting to come through. We all have guides that are working with us. Sometimes we know it, sometimes we don't know it, but we're never alone. And I want you to be able to find the presence in your life that is waiting there for you as well, because I cannot begin to say how incredibly impactful this practice that I'm going to talk about, these practices that I talk about, and just the experiences I have had over the last decade. Things have been unfolding for me pretty profoundly in the last few years. But if I look back, there were things that were really starting to show up for me about 10 years ago. But the things that I have had to overcome to come to the place that I am now have required for me to dig in really deeply, not to rush things and to let things fall away and introduce new things, and really just learn how to be more present in my life. I wish that for everyone, is to practice presence in your life. We could all come up with excuses not to be present. I have these things to do, I have these people to answer to, my boss needs this, my family needs this, my dogs are barking. My dogs need something from me. There's so many reasons, as long as the days and the year are, to come up with not to be present. And it's really just a practice. It's a practice of coming back home to yourself, because within you lies all the direction, all the answers you'll ever need. Sometimes we just need to know what questions to ask. That's kind of the way things work, is that you have to ask the right questions in order to receive what you're looking for. Sometimes things come in without asking, and those are wonderful too. I've had lots of experiences like that, little clues dropped along my path. But some really practical ways to become more present is to set up some personal boundaries with your electronics, TV, your computer, your phone, social media. If you're having trouble completing tasks throughout your day that don't leave time for like a little bit of reflection or meditation, or however you like to spend those moments where you're connecting with yourself, connecting with divine source, connecting with your guides. If you're having a hard time making space for that in your life, I think looking around at the things that are taking up your time is a really great place to start. Going back into nature. So many of us live in urban cities. We're surrounded by buildings and concrete. And there's a lot of nature out there available to us, but we just might have to step outside of our house, step out of our apartment, take a walk, Lean against a tree for a minute. Take a 20 or 30-minute drive outside of your town on the weekends. Find a nature trail to walk on. Get up early and do it before it's busy. That's what I like to do. I like to get up really early on some days during the week and try to make it out to some really special spots that I love to visit. Maybe you're a late night person, you prefer to do those things in the evening, and that's fine too. Just really any time that works for you and your energy, just to give yourself space. That's really what we're looking for. When we're talking about finding presence, it's really about creating space in your life. Space for the messages to come through, space for you to relax into who you are. A lot of us keep ourselves distracted so that we don't have to go into the areas of our psyche that are filled with memories that we don't want to think about, or obstacles that we perceived obstacles that we see in the way of the path that we want to be on. Oh, I can't do this because of that. Oh, I would love to be doing this, but I just really invite you to find presence within yourself any way that you can. Maybe it means throughout your day just taking a few deep breaths at your desk while you're working. Just close your eyes and take really deep breaths and just kind of let it all go for a minute. Recenter yourself. Find yourself again. You're never lost. You're never off your path. But we can always find more presence and reach for a deeper consciousness than we're currently aware of. If that's part of our path, it will unfold for us, and part of that journey will be going through the process of looking for it. And I hope that something in this video encourages you on your path of awakening. And please come back again. I'd love to see you here again. Have a great afternoon or rest of your day wherever you are.